All right, well, recording. So welcome to our February Team Cup kickoff call. We're two teams here together. And I love that we had enough people to get two teams together. It's very cool. I think last time we did Team Cup, it was me and Angela, and then 3 people from the Dream Team, right? I'm thinking back in August. So very cool. But I just want to give you a little overview of what Team Cup really is and how it works. The whole idea for Team Cup is to be very supportive of each other in this small group. And we all set goals or individual goals, and we help each other meet them. So it's great if you're just starting out. It's great for a boost. It's good for a jump start. I think they always do it during a certain month for a reason. I think February is a great month because they've done this gym membership for a few weeks now, and they're finding out that they don't really know what they're doing when they get there. They're finding out they're not using it. So February is the time when people are kind of backsliding on their original resolutions and trying to figure out what to do next, and that's where we can help them. So the Team Cup itself, I think, it's a really good time to help us ramp up our goals just because of the timing in the month that we're doing this. It's also good timing because it helps give us a chance to rank up and do some different things that we want to do before Summit in June. And so there's prizes and incentives that come along with this. If you get individually hit SC, which means SC5 or above, which they should just change it to 6 because you get 2 SC points for everything now. If you get SC5 or above, you get an individual prize. It's a Beachbody umbrella, and it's something else. I was going to look and see, but I forgot. But it's 2 different things. If anybody knows what it is, you can put it in the comments. But the SC prize for if the whole team, so if every person on the team gets SC5 or above, then that whole team is invited to a special workout at Summit. And it'll be a big surprise, I'm sure, what it is, but it's pretty cool. So that's a neat incentive. So it's in Summit, Team Cup Summit Edition is what it's being called. So anyways, there's just extra incentive there. And as a reminder, if you don't have your Summit ticket yet, remember that the discounted ticket is through the 31st. So you have 2 more days to do that, 2 more days in tonight. It is a non-refundable ticket, but it's also like $100 and something off if you just bought it after the 31st. So let's see. The team leader will get a weekly email with the points updates for the team. You get SC points, and you get points for that, and you get points for rank advancements. And so the whole team, you accumulate points together all through the month. And usually, like in the Dream Team, we'll have like a little competition, a little friendly competition to see like which teams get the most points. But beyond that, Team Cup is just really a chance to focus in and, like I said, work in a smaller team and help reach your goals together, right? Like it's a chance to just, like you guys are like ranking it up, right? It's a chance to rank it up. It's a chance to take your business to another level. And if you are interested in doing that, then Team Cup's a no-brainer. I don't know if you saw Julie's call today. She was being Julie. She was very, very into the moment. And she was talking a lot about like, if you want to rank up your business, if you want to build your business, there is no reason why you should not be in Team Cup. But she was just really on it. But it's true, right? It's kind of a no-brainer not to do it. So, the other thing that I think is important this month for Team Cup is because we have a lot of newer coaches on our teams. This is a good time to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, like I know it's like a moment when, like, I don't know, the first live video you do or the first post that maybe shows your before or your starting point. There's like this vulnerability that happens and it makes you really nervous. But like the saying is, your life begins at the end of the comfort zone. Your business success begins outside of that comfort zone. And I think Megan mentioned on the call the other night that I feel like I was personally able to have quite a bit of success early on because I just threw all whatever to the wind and said, I'm just going to put everything out there and just be me and talk about my IBS and talk about my lack of confidence and talk about how I always felt like a fat kid. So just things like that. I think if you're open to being vulnerable and you're opening to showing ways that people can connect with you, then that is going to help you, even though it might hurt to hit post. I think those are things that are going to help you see your business grow because people connect with you in that way. So 3 areas where I want us to think about stepping outside of our comfort zone and our personal growth. So I want us to really commit to personal development this month. Something. We're not going to do all the same one, but just something, a podcast daily or a book or something that you want to do. We're going to commit to this because it is important, and we're going to mentally wrap our brains around that it's something that we need to do. We're going to step outside of our comfort zone in our business. So that means, committing to whatever our daily tracker is, and we'll talk about that a little bit. That means maybe being more bold than you're used to, being more confident in your invites, being more consistent in your follow-ups, whatever it is, and just being confident about what you have to offer, and being more stepping out of your comfort zone in your posts. So we want a variety of posts. We want realness in our posts. So just be real, be real life. Show people how this can really work outside of what they've known and what they've come to expect. I've been talking a lot about diets, and I've got a challenger right now who is so upset with Shakeology because she hasn't lost weight yet. And she thinks that's why. I'm like, it's 130 calories of your day. This is not why you're not losing weight. It's but it just things like that. We've got to be real with people. It's not just one thing. It's the combination. It's everything when you put it together. So I want us to think about showing people from our own experience, showing people, other people on our team, using examples and real life experiences to show people that it can work for them. Okay. So what each of us are going to do, we are going to all, and we can do this, I guess we can do this in our individual teams, okay? We will each have an individual strand. We'll keep our Team Cup messenger strand going for bigger picture things. But within the 5, because I want us to feel like a really close bond and a really comfortable way with the 5 of us, we're going to share certain goals with each other for the month. One of those is, well, first of all, if you have not created a vision board yet, create a vision board. This is going to help you. So create the vision board. If you are in one of either the January new coach group or in the, I forget what it's called, goal crushing something group, with some different activities, go through those and help yourself out. Go through those and kind of get caught up, see what you need to do yet. On those. So vision board, number 1, your goals for the month. So all of us, and I'll put this in something so you know what it is, but all of us are going to share this with each other. And this is a little bit of first step of stepping outside that comfort zone, right? We're sharing this, we're saying this out loud. What is our personal development commitment for the month? That's going to be number 1, because we want to think about this as something that's super important. It's a priority. What's our SC goal for the month? So how many people are we going to help? Either an SC number, so that's 2 per person basically, or how many people are we going to help this month? For Team Cup, typically you want this to be your highest month. If SC 0 is your highest month, then I would say minimum is 6, because you want to be able to hit that SC 5 goal. So 3 would be your minimum. I think the most, you don't want to, but at the same time, I don't think you want to say I'm the 0. I want to be SC 50. Unless you're going to just spend tons of money investing in Instagram, but what I'm trying to say, sponsored posts and all that stuff. It's just that, just let's be real, but let's set a goal that's a good one for you, that makes sense. Okay. And make sure that when you think about rank, if you want to rank advance, I think Emerald at a minimum is attainable for every person. And within your thinking about the rank, also think about what that means for your SC. If your rank advancement goal is diamond, your SC is probably going to have to be a certain number in order to get there, right? That just makes sense. If your rank goal is Emerald, then of course you're going to want to be at least 4, because you need 2 people. For Emerald, you need a coach on your left and a coach on your right. So you're going to have to add 2 people to your network, okay? So talk to your coach about what makes sense to you with your goals. And then the other goal that we're going to write down is our daily personal. What workout are we committed to? And, you know, we're committed to Shakeology and any supplements, you know, like put down your Shakeology flavor or something like that. But just what's your daily personal commitment going to be? And then 2 more things that you're going to commit to. How are you going to track your daily activity? We're going to look at just a couple of options. And when are you going to do your power hour? So if you're going to do an hour a day, when's it going to be? And we're going to put that in an activity. So I want you to state that, like figure it out, look ahead, even if it's a week by week, or on Mondays I'm going to do it here, on Wednesdays I'm going to do it here, and it's 30 minutes or whatever. Look at your calendar and figure it out. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here real quickly. I want to just show you some different ways to track your activity. Now, all of this here, oh, look, I got somebody signed up for the free group. All of this here is actually going to be coming from Fit Fighter Nation. Everything I'm going to show you, it's in the files. Most of you have probably seen this. It's the runner, jogger, walk. So based on the goals that you set and that you talk to your coach about, you're going to fall into one of these categories. And I like these because it helps you figure out what you should do each day to reach these goals. So like as a jogger, you're going to invite 3 people a day. You're going to post on social media 3 times a day. And this just helps you kind of get an idea of where your pace should be based on what your goals are, which I think is super cool. So I'm going to show you mine based on runner. Come on, baby. Come on. So there's runner. So my dailies are based on runners because that's what my personal goals are. If you're a walker, that's fine. That's where your personal goals should be set, and you can set your pace in that way. So for me, actually, let's go to this one. There's a business activity tracker. This is a Beachbody one. And I like this one because it's really simple. This is good for walk and jog because you can check off like when you've done the things that you need to do each day, and you just check them off. The only problem with this one is it doesn't give you a place to write down who you added to your network and who you invited, right? So you still need a separate system. Like, how are you going to do this? There is a great daily investments. This is also in Fit Fighter Nation that I like, especially because you can fit 3 people on this, right? Easily. Add, connect, invite, mentor. Even if you don't have challengers, maybe it's somebody in the challenge group that you're kind of just pushing on and recognizing here with recognition. But this will be an area that grows. But the first 3 are definitely the first ones. Recognition is great for calling out people and recognizing them on social media. That's part of your post. So that's a good option there. But this 8 daily investments is a great way to do a daily tracking. So like what I'm going to do, I'm printing out the runner. So I know what I'm supposed to do each day. Then I'm going to print out, and so maybe you would print out the 8 daily investments next. Here's another one, like a today's power hour. This is an FFN too. This would help you track your dailies. I made this one for myself. I tend to do things in more blitz fashion, whereas I like to do invites on Mondays. And then I'll invite more on Tuesday, and then maybe on Wednesday I'll follow up with the people I invited on Monday. So that's kind of how I do it. And I've been needing a really more straightforward method to doing that. So I actually made this tonight because I was like, I just got to sit down and do this. So like I've got an example, and I can share this with you guys, and you can totally customize it. But I've got like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday power hour. So on Monday I'm going to invite. So I'm inviting 15 people a day. That's my goal. You can invite 3. You can invite, whatever, 3. You can invite 6 every 2 days, whatever it is that you want to do. But your those walk, jog, run will be helpful for you to figure that out. So I'm going to invite 15 people a day. And I might get a weekend and be like, this is too freaking much, and I can adjust that. It's okay. But this is what I'm tracking right now. So I've got invites, and then I will follow up. I've got when I'm going to follow up with those people. I've got places to put notes for it. And that doesn't always mean invite to a challenge group. Like right now I'm inviting to the free group. So I'll put what I invited them to. I'll put their name. And then at the same time on those days, I'll be adding people. And what I like about this is I'm going to add, so say I add somebody today, all right? On Wednesday, I'm going to go onto their Facebook page, and if they've posted something like in the last 2 days, because, you know, stuff comes up, I'll like it or I'll comment on it. And that's a connection with that person. And now they're going to see my stuff more. So that's a way to start building a network and start connecting with people. So this is how I've structured, and I'm going to actually do this week. I'm going to see how this works. It's kind of a new way that I'm looking at it. But I can send this to you guys too, and you can personalize it for yourself. But I feel like this is a better way for me to track it. I've tried TeamZ. People love TeamZ. People try Google Streak, and they love it. For me, I just haven't been able to get into it, and I feel like I've been a pen and paper person, and I need to at least get off of that. So I can share this if you guys want me to. But anyway, so I will have my like run, jog, walk, whatever first, and then I will have my daily behind that. So I'm gonna have one of those a week, and then I'm gonna have my daily. That's what I'm gonna be doing. All right. Another thing I wanted to show you that is in FitFighter Nation, if you are struggling on what to post, there's a fearless social media posting, and it has all kinds of ideas for what you can post about. There's even a little, where is it? Here comes Chelsea Sophie. There it is. Cute. Let's see here. Where is it? I'll send it to you. I saw it earlier. But there's like a little spreadsheet even where you can plan out your posts ahead of time. So you're not sitting there thinking, what am I going to do? Like you go ahead and put your topics in. So just being really intentional for your power hours is going to make a really big difference in how productive you are. And I think that's going to be key to being successful this month. Because I've been, stop share. Okay. Because I know that sometimes we start to feel like overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I've got all these things to do. And, you know, I don't really want this to take over my life, and it doesn't have to. So that's what the power hour is for, okay? You take this time and you say, okay, during this hour of my day, I am going to do these things and I'm going to be intentional about them. And Sunday, you may be like for me tonight, I needed to do that spreadsheet. I needed to do that. I just needed to figure that out. So that was intentional, like 15 minutes that I wasn't doing something else, but I was doing something that was going to benefit me later. So try to think about that. Like you don't have to overcomplicate things, and you don't have to spend hours a day doing this. Which is why I want you to figure out now, when is your power hour going to be? Think ahead, plan this out. And the last thing I wanted to mention to you guys is, so you're going to share these goals and stuff with us. I want you to share them with your family. I want the people that you live with and the people that know you best and the people that are seeing you do this and trying to understand why you wanted to do this, you know, like, share it with them and they'll understand. You know, tell them, like, I sit down with me and Rich, sit down on Sundays and we say, hey, I've got a call on this night, I've got a call on this night, like, and it's helpful, right? It's not a surprise. And I try to keep the calls to a minimum. I try to do no more than 2 a week. He knows that, and we, you know, it just makes it easier for him to then, you know, like, it's not a surprise. And for me to even say that, like, hey, my goal by Summit is 2-star diamond, and that's what this means, and this is what I'm going to have to do. And it's just helpful, I think, for everybody to be on board, and we all get to celebrate when these things happen, and they all understand, you know, why I want to do this. So just be open and be like, I just encourage you to be really transparent in what this does for you and why you feel really passionate about it. All right. I think that's it. Oh, the only other thing too, on follow-up calls, I would like to do 1 a week, but it's going to be really like 20 minutes. Okay, no more than that. And we can do these either all together, maybe till Kathy gets back, we'll do them all together. So for a couple weeks, we'll do it this way, and then we'll split up. And then otherwise, we're not going to be super like crazy on like having tons and tons of posts that we have to follow up on, because we need to work intentionally, right? We need to be doing the things in the daily investments. So I think that we're going to work through Marco Polo. My idea is that we will do we'll have a Marco Polo for each team, and like we're going to commit to, this is when I'm going to do my power hour, and I'm just going to pop and be like, start my power hour now, or whatever, you know, like, and then just a way to be like accountable, but not have to say, I did 3 invites, I did this and that, because we've already figured out what we're going to have to do each day, right? So it's just going to be more like a check-in kind of thing, I think. It's going to be helpful. And we can always be there for each other and help each other with our goals. and staying motivated, conversations, all that kind of stuff. All right, I have successfully talked for 20 minutes. Now, I would love for Kathy's going to talk to us more about the free group. Yeah, and how that's going to work.
Okay, so I'm going to try to kind of wing this a little bit. The free group, we should all be inviting already. Yes, yes, yes. And Sarah gave us a little dialogue we can use, but go in and take that one and make your own and start the invites. But I'm going to tell you a little story about me with invites, because I'm not the invite queen, okay? I have a friend, not a good friend, an acquaintance that I messaged back in December about Facebook, where somebody from Optavia Nutrition or something has gotten a hold of her, and now she's invested, $300 and something to start this Optavia Nutrition stuff. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like, why was I not reaching out to her? Because I think she was ready, and somebody else invited her and somebody else followed up with her. So I got to get out of my comfort zone. And because just posting on Facebook isn't going to do it. She was liking and commenting and all kinds of stuff on all of my posts, but I didn't invite her because that's my comfort zone. I don't like to get out of that. So anyway, that's my little spiel for that. We're going to do separate free group teams for our teams. Okay, so we're not going to be in one. We're going to do separate, right, Sarah? So I'm going to make that group up probably tomorrow. And so then I make everybody an admin, I believe, and then we can all add people, right? Okay, so we can start adding people. Hopefully we can start adding them later on this week. And I'm going to go in and go ahead and schedule a bunch of posts, but we're going to have to realize what we want to do for each person on, are we going to post, kind of have a daily assignment, or I know I'm going to go in and do like the big posts from the other clean week that Sarah did, but we'll have to start divvying up like how we're going to post, the morning, afternoon, and evening posts and all those kinds of things. And we can do that in our message strand through Facebook, which we've already done. So I guess, so that goes to the 11th, and then on the 12th, it'll convert to a group, or I guess we'll have to start a new group, right? That'll actually be our challenge group, and that all of our regular people will be in there for that. So invite. So far, most of my people have just signed up with a free account. It's like I'm trying not to confuse people too much on what it is and what's going on, and you can do this A, B, C, or D. It's like, let's just get in with a free group and free account and go with that. So that's just kind of how I'm doing it. But I can't think of anything else I was supposed to talk about with this, Sarah.
I think that's it. I think you got it.
But we really, really need to be super duper duper interactive in this free group, because we have to show people this is what it is, this is what we do, this is why it's awesome, so that they won't want to lose that. They're gonna, we have to make them want to continue with us and to go ahead and get the challenge pack and all that. So, when, Sarah, during the free group during Clean Week, do you think you start talking to people about the challenge pack, like right away when you do that?
A lot of times, we'll probably start posting like on this Thursday and Friday with how to do meal planning and stuff like that. So then we'll have already been talking to them really Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday is really the first workout. So I think Tuesday or Wednesday, it's definitely the time to follow up with them individually and say, hey, how are you enjoying this? What questions you have and stuff like that. Like we've got next week, if you want to go all in, we're starting on Monday. I'd love for you to continue this journey for 30 more days with us and really see the results that you can get. And the last time we did a Clean Week, it was awesome. It was so interactive and it was really good. I think like Anna and Dave Curl came from that, and Jackie Bowman. I mean, there were several people, Mary Jury. There were a lot of people that were in that Clean Week that just loved it because they got to actually experience it in the app too. I think we've done Clean Week before, or we've done free groups before similarly, but in Facebook group, and it's still not the same as in the tracker, you know. So I think it's just a really cool thing. So I don't get a lot of interaction off the posts for inviting, but individual inviting, I've been getting more interaction. So definitely encourage anybody who's liked or commented, this is the time, like, or even randomly inviting people. I've been doing that too.
I would like that Excel tracking sheet that you just did. Copy of that. Because I think I'm going to use Google Sheets.
Yeah, I'll just share it. If you guys could make a copy before you make any changes to it.
Oh.
You go to File, make a copy, and then make changes. So that I'll make a copy too then. So we'll just have like that as a template. But I'll just share the link in the spreadsheet. Or in the strand, the big strand, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see, any questions? I mean, it's not the first yet, but I'm already we're already invited to the free group, so I feel like we've got a really good start just going into February. Like, that's great. We'll get that going. We'll start inviting to the challenge group after that. And then we'll just keep talking to people and just keep inviting and sharing what we're doing. And let's try to have our goals and everything by Wednesday. Does that seem reasonable? Wednesday night? We can share those with each other? Okay. I'll put what we're going to share, and then, Chuck has a question. Chuck's raising his hand. Can you get in the...
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Is there somewhere I could go to learn more about how to invite and different things like that? Because I'm not very familiar with that.
Yep. Megan actually posted really good information about that in the new... Are you in any of the coach trainings on Facebook?
Yeah, January.
The January one?
Yes.
Perfect. She actually posted some information on that today. If you want to check that out. Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yeah, it was just like some good ways to interact with people and ways to reach out with people. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely do that. All right, so I think that's it. If you guys don't have any more questions, I'll turn off the recording too. I forgot it was recording.